Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope y'all are doing well this morning. I see my things blurry over there already. I'm going to have to switch something out. I think I should have just, instead of trying to upgrade with Spectrum, I probably should have just called AT&T and see it, because I've checked and they do have that fiber run out this way. I may have to look into that. I'm just getting really tired of looking over and seeing it blur. It's clear as a bell right here when I look straight ahead at StreamYard. But by the time it goes from here to StreamYard and over to YouTube and probably Facebook too, it is just not clear at all. Let's see if this thing has got some weird. Yeah, it's set on 1080, so I don't know. All right. Anyway, let's check to see who we got hanging out with us this morning. We got Darren Birds is here. Good morning. It says snowing again. There you go. Good morning. Today's project, start making 3 drawers using some of the found material the sun got me. Dig out the finger joint jig, or might use the half method. All righty. Yeah, I saw the picture you posted, man. You got some good stuff there. I like that. Mark Lindsay's here this morning. Good morning, Mark. Leo Steger, how you doing, Leo? Wilson Rubottom, thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, y'all getting on it today pretty good. George Rothfuss, good morning, George. Gary Hammett, good morning. Lou Thomas, good morning, sir. Landis Stoots, good morning. Hope you're doing well, Landis. I think last time I saw you say something about just got home from the hospital or something, so I hope everything's going okay there. Kevin Ailes is here. Good morning, Kevin. Jim Santacola, good morning, Jim. Troy Pritchard, good morning, sir. Thank you for the thumbs up. Doc Whitaker says, morning, Dave. Snow's gone already. Well, good deal. It's time to get spring going. Heck with that snow stuff. George says, you have to give all those West Coast guys hanging out. The sun's not even up. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it probably is. And it's still dark, I guess, probably over there. James Ridgway, good morning. Dave Max here. Morning all. 40 degrees in North Georgia mountains. Yeah, it's a little cool this morning. There's Jeremiah Brown. How you doing, Jerry? Glad to see you on here. Yeah, I just asked my Echo Dot right before I come back here what the temperature was outside, and it was still 40 something. I was just telling you the other day that Joanne said, yeah, we're, won't be getting cold anymore. And dang if it, she telling me stories, because it got down in the 30s and 40s again. And the high today is only supposed to be 63. So I don't really know what's up with that. That's okay, I guess. I've got to do a little work outside, so it'll be nice that it's only 63. I won't get, or shouldn't get, all sweaty and stuff. Got to cut grass and all that rain we've had. We had a bunch of rain Saturday, and then Sunday, Easter Sunday, it was pretty. And then we did get another little shower Sunday evening. So, and then it was fairly nice yesterday. So the grass is all, well, mostly the weeds, but the grass too. is starting to pop up. So anyhow, all right, I've got a question for you guys this morning, and I say guys because it looks like it's all guys out there. Um, how many of y'all have downloaded that Design Spark Mechanical that I've been talking about, and how many? And if you have, how many have been playing around with it? Just curious to see if anybody's trying to tackle that. So as soon as I say just all guys, there's Mary popping in here. How you doing, Mary? Good to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. Always good to see some lady folk in here. Usually it's just a bunch of old guys, but always good to see the other side pop in here once in a while. Larry says me and me. Okay. Well, that's one. I see Darren says he upgraded mine but not played with it yet. Okay. All right. Well, the reason I'm asking is I started shooting a video yesterday. I'm finishing it, going to edit it this morning. And Jerry says, got the link for it, but I still have not downloaded it. Mark says he hadn't downloaded it yet, but did bookmark it. Klondike says, I did. Haven't had a chance to play with it much, but it looks good. Okay. Well, the reason I'm asking is I started shooting a video. I have really, in the last several days, like I said, I was following that little guy I was watching, and it's really clicking good. And I'm really, I'm not super proficient at it, but I'm thinking that I'm can draw pretty much anything I want now with that. And then, of course, the more you use it, the better you get and the faster you get at it and stuff like that. So that's why I was so good at SolidWorks, is because I did it every single day, all day long. And it's all muscle memory and stuff, where to click and all that. And you get really fast at stuff. But anyway, I started shooting a video because I've drawn up this thing. I've 3D printed it. It came out fantastic. And I thought, well, I'm going to just do one of these videos and we'll see how it does. But it's going to be kind of like a tutorial video where I'm going step by step to show you. But instead of just going, okay, here's how you use this feature, I'm just showing you how I draw whatever it is I'm drawing that day. And, you may not even want to make the thing I'm making, but still, if you follow along and do it, it will help you to learn how that stuff works. So it'll be released probably tomorrow morning. If y'all are interested in that, check it out. Like I said, when you get ready to watch it, if you're wanting to learn this and not, if you just want to watch the video, you can do that too. But if you're wanting to learn it, then wait and watch the video when you're at your computer, and you can pull it up, open up your Design Spark Mechanical, and follow right along with me. And that's because that's kind of the way this video is going to be. I'm taking it slow, trying to say all the little steps. I've even got a little thing in the corner that I think I showed the other day that shows my mouse clicks and scrolling, and if I hold control or shift or all that, it shows up. So that's going to be it. And I figure, even if nobody watches these videos, and there's a good chance of that, it's still going to be good for me, because I want to keep doing this. And I've got lots of projects I don't want to make, not only for the 3D printer, but just for the CNC router and whatever. And you can do it for both. I mean, some of the 3D models, it's obviously going to be for the 3D print, but there may be other things where I split up into separate parts and run on the router if I want to make them out of wood or maybe aluminum or something. So anyway, so if, like I said, it looks like a bunch of you have taken a look at that software and think it looks promising. So you might want to check that out and see if it helps you. And when you watch it, or if you watch it and you follow along and stuff, let me know. And I'll be mentioning this in the video, but let me know if I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow, if I'm doing something that I'm not saying. Because sometimes when you do something, you do it without thinking, and for somebody else that doesn't know, they go, how did he do that? And I'm trying to be conscious of every little thing I do, saying, okay, you can click this icon or you can hit the shortcut key. I'm trying to tell all that stuff. So anyway, just if you watch it, let me know what you think. And I'll try to, maybe try to do some more. Because like I said, I'm going to be drawing lots of stuff anyway. So I might as well do these little videos because they're, the way this works with StreamYard, you can just turn this on to record privately and just talk and draw it while, while you're drawing it anyway. So why not record it and then find edit it and kind of cut out the places where you stop to go get another cup of coffee or something like that. But, but anyway, that's what you should see tomorrow coming out of my YouTube channel. Larry says, great, I'll watch it. Okay. George says he's visited the site and about to download it. Okay. Okay. Al says, what program are you going to use? I use Fusion 360. I'm going to be it's Design Spark Mechanical is what I'm using. And the reason I want to do this is because as I started looking around so that I could learn it, it's hard to find good stuff out there. There's not even that much, and a lot of it, what is out there is just not, at least it didn't work for me. It might work for somebody else, but there's a lot of them. I've seen some, and I hate these kind of videos where they'll say that it's a tutorial, but it's no music, no narration, no nothing. It's just you watching them click, and I'm like, you can't see what they're clicking on. I'm watching on a 65-inch big screen TV, and I can't tell what they're doing. And plus, they're going fast. And I'm like, no, who wants to just watch them make something, but if you can't learn from it? So I don't like those kind of tutorials at all. And there's quite a few of them like that are out there. Or it's folks that have a super thick accent that's hard to understand. So anyway, I figure, I'm kind of a slow talker anyway. So I figure if I do it, maybe somebody, and I try to show step by step, maybe it'll help some folks. So that's what I'm going to do and see how it works out. Cause I really like this stuff. I have had a ball drawing up the stuff I've done so far. Mark says, just pretend you're talking to this idiot and teach him some. I'll keep that in mind, Mark. Al Forte says, I will have to look at it. There can never be too many tools to use. Okay, well, I'll tell you real quick, Al. The reason I'm such a big fan of this is, number one, it's free. And I know you can say, wow, Fusion 360 is free too if you are a hobbyist and stuff. But this is free for sure. And the other thing is you download it and it's on your computer. You don't have to be online, signed in and all that stuff to use it. It's just, you just open it up and use it just like you would anything. So that's why I like it way over Fusion 360. And then as I started learning it, I'm thinking, I see people all the time talking about Fusion 360, and they're trying to make themselves learn it because they know it's, but the learning curve's so hard and all that stuff. And I'm thinking more people need to know about this stuff, uh, because Fusion 360, I can tell you right now, it's way overkill for the hobbyist. That's why they make it free for the hobbyist, because nobody's going to pay, you know, several $1,000s for something to, and then they only use like this much of it, because the rest of it's not, it's industrial grade stuff like SolidWorks and all that. What's the other one? Pro E. That's another one I always forget about mentioning. I guess that stuff is still around. But yeah, that's the super high dollar stuff, several $1,000s per seat. And it's worth it because it does a whole lot of things. But, for people like me, hobbyist, CNCer, and, just wanting to play around with a 3D printer, you don't need all that stuff. But anyway, I'm just trying to help get the word out there. And I don't make any money. It's not like I'm an affiliate or something. I just, me, if I like something, I talk about it and brag on it and try to show it off and stuff. And I don't make a dime. But I don't care. I think people need to learn about this and see that, hey, it's free and it'll do what I want it to do. All right, enough about that. What else is going on? Free is a plus. Yeah. It's always, it always fits my budget. That's for sure. I've got, let's see, who was it? I don't think he's here this morning. I haven't seen him, but LB Sharp. LB, if you're out there, pop your head in here. He was telling me, remember when I first got that Ender 3 this last time, he was telling me, you need to get this and this and this and upgrade it. And one of the things he mentioned was this, he called it the BL Touch, which is a lot of the more expensive 3D printers already come with this as an option or as a feature. And it's a little thing that sits right beside the nozzle, the hot end, and it has a little probe, and it does the automatic leveling on the bed. Well, I think I got one on the way here. I'm not buying it, but I got a company that is wanting to send me one to do a review video on it. So I was going to tell LB that, yeah, I'll probably be adding one of those, but it's not because I'm going to buy it. Because I tell you, I am just super happy with the prints I'm getting out of that thing, just right out of the box stock. And I have no intentions of starting some printer farm or something, because I don't need to be doing that. But if I was, I'd probably just go buy a bunch of these little cheaper ones. I don't understand. To me, it's kind of like when you buy a car and it's got every option there is. To me, I always look at it like, yeah, that's just that many more things to go wrong with it. People have to take it back to the dealership because the heated seats don't work or something. I'm like, yeah, do you really need heated seats, you wuss? Just stuff like, it's always, it's like, I remember one day I was driving my Explorer and I stopped at McDonald's. I was going to pick up a biscuit for me and a couple of guys at work and take them to work. And it was raining, and I pull up there and I get the biscuits and I get ready to pull off, and my daggum window wouldn't go back up. So I'm like, wouldn't have to worry about that if it was a crank. Remember the old days? We used to have crank windows and open that little bit. Better yet, the really old ones where you had that little flap I forget what they called it, the little wing flap in the front part of the window. Man, those were the days. But yeah, you don't have to. And that's the way my old truck is. I say old truck. It's actually a little newer than my Explorer. But it was from a fleet from Snap and Shoals EMC. It's got crank windows. You want to hit the door lock, you have to reach over and push that button down. All the basic stuff. But that's why I love that old truck, because I'm like, as long as it runs, I don't really have to worry about nothing going wrong with it, because it don't have anything else. it's pretty basic. So that's the way I like things. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be hard to make money being affiliate for free software. Yeah. I don't care about the making the money part. Like I said, I've bragged, heck, I brag about Vectric all the time. I don't make any money on their stuff. Um, if there's something I like, I'm going to brag on it. Not just because I'm making a nickel or something. But Mark says, if I'm paying 45 grand for a car, you're dang skippy. I want heated seats. I want to make my coffee and mow my lawn too. Yeah, but it's like I said, it's the same thing with all the new cars. Just about all of them. Sooner or later, they're going to have some kind of recall, because they put all that computerized stuff on them. And sooner or later, there'll be something they messed up and didn't get all the bugs out of. Um, I've had recalls on my Explorer. It's a 2000, and they finally gave up. I guess they figured, well, this guy's not going to go get this fixed. We might as well quit sending it, because they would send me those recall notices every year. And it was about the cruise control. There'd been cases where if you use the cruise control and then come home and park it in the garage, you'd later catch on fire or something like that. And I'm like, well, I don't ever use cruise control, so I'm not going to worry about wasting my time sitting at a dealership while they fix it. And then they'd probably find something else wrong that they'd have to work on. And I just don't have time for that. Yeah, the vent window or the wing, yeah. Those were great cars that had that kind of stuff. They were great. Yeah, that's a good cigarette smoke release window. Yeah, because you could sit in the car with all the windows rolled up, light a cigarette, and then just crack that window and hold your hand, and the smoke would just go right out there, because it'd create that draft to pull the smoke out. Hal says, for that much money, I want my seats to walk my cockles. Okay. All righty. Well, one thing for sure, you won't ever have to worry about seeing old Dave buy a brand new car, because I haven't bought a brand spanking new car. I'm trying to think how long it's been. Probably been 40 years. I have bought a lot of new cars right from the dealer, but I haven't done it in a long, long time. And I probably won't even buy a used car. Heck, you can't find them now, and when you do, they're outrageous, I guess, because there's a shortage of everything. But Wilson says, can you import other drawing files to modify in Design Sparks? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can do pretty much anything you can with it that you can with, as far as importing and exporting. For example, yeah, I thought I had it open, but that's because I'm looking at my thing that I'm editing here. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can get it open and I'll show you what you can export. I actually show how you in the video I'm working on, because once I get the model done, I'm saving it as a Design Spark mechanical model, which I don't know what the extension they use. It's I guess the extension is .rsd for RSDOC. So an RS doc or something is what they call it. But anyway, when you can export it to a Ultimaker Cura STL, a 3D Hubs print service, 3D PDF, 3D print STL, which is what I use, a 2D AutoCAD DXF, and it has a step file and an IGES file, but those are grayed out right here, so I don't know why those are grayed out. I don't have those two choices, at least on what I'm doing there. So, and then as far as importing, where is it? Yeah, it says download 3D models. You can click on that and it takes you to the library that they have. And you can import a lot of printed circuit boards, like if you're designing some kind of little enclosure for, say, a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino Uno or something. You can do that. But you can also, when you click open, you can change, by default, it's looking for a model that you've made with Design Spark Mechanical, but you can change the extension and get an OBJ, a SketchUp, a step file, or an STL. So you can pull those in as well. But anyway, I'm going to be wrapping up the editing this morning before I go out there and cut grass. Mark says, will it export as something Vectric will import? I believe so. But I tell you what, if you'll come back this time tomorrow, I'll have a definite answer for you, because I will try testing that and open up VCar Pro. And let's see how much time I got. I might can do it right quick. Let's see. Let me open Vectric. And I will just, I'll just see if it will open that same TL file that I saved to send to my printer. All right, so let me move this over here. Let's see. Okay, I think I can use that. Let's see if I can remember how to use this. Import component 3D model. Now let me go to wherever I've got those. Yeah, because I got a bunch of, okay, so I'm going to, these are all STL models that I got from Thingiverse and then used in my slicer to 3D print. So let's see if I take one of those. Yep, there it is. Comes in looking just like what you'd expect to see. In fact, I'll show you real quick. This is one of the, I ended up not using this model, but this is one of the some part of a filament guide thing. I didn't like this one, so I ended up not using it. But you can see it pulls it in just like anything else. So you could now, like I said, the Design Spark Mechanical is more for, at least I think you could do it for the artsy stuff, but I think it'd be a lot more difficult and it wouldn't be what you'd want to use. But like if you just want to make like some flat parts, yeah, to cut on your CNC, you could draw them all up and save them even with the thickness where it'd be a 3D STL like this and bring them in. Or say you put something on there and you had your logo or something raised up and kind of domed or something. You could bring it in and then do a 3D thing with Vectric like that for sure. Yeah, Al says sounds like normal font. Yeah, it's all pretty much. Pretty much. This is DXF export. It had a DXF on there, a 2D DXF. I'll have to experiment and see how that would work. Let's see what it produces. Okay, says how about something I've designed? Okay, well I only have one thing and I don't want to show it yet because it'll be in tomorrow's video. But I'll pull. Let me start over here. Let me see if it will do that one that I drew. I should have pulled that one in, I guess. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah, here's the one I drew. Yep. Now, what's funny is this came in. No, I take that back. It's the right size. I was going to say it came in wrong, but it didn't. Yeah, it's 2.5 by or 2 inches by 3.5. So that it came in exactly right. Yeah. Uh, yeah, came in perfect. Now, of course, this would be harder to do. It's not a part that would be uh, good to try to do with a CNC router. Uh, you could, but you probably wouldn't have bits long enough to do it. But yeah, as far as it coming in, yeah, it came in fine. No worries there. All right, my time went off, and Larry says, "I think you discovered a GM software." Well, I'm just kind of mad that I hadn't heard about it before because when I look at some of the first, when you go to YouTube and you search Design Spark Mechanical, and then you scroll and try to find the oldest things, it was about 7 years ago. And I'm like, where has this stuff been? I haven't heard about it. And it was just kind of a fluke because, and I mentioned this Saturday, I think, I'm pretty sure it was Bob Woods from Bob CNC. I think I heard him just mention the name. And I'm like, wait a minute. I backed it up. I go, what did he say? Design Spark Mechanical. And I wrote it down and then I searched it and Googled it and stuff. And when I saw it and I thought, well, it's free. So let me go ahead and download it. And then I opened it up and I thought, man, this stuff looks great. But, I didn't know how to do anything with it. I played around a little bit. Some stuff you can figure out. But then when I started watching some tutorials, I'm like, oh, man, this stuff is super easy. So anyway, I think more people need to know about it. So I'm gonna tell them about it. I will shout it from the mountaintop. Well, maybe not the mountaintop, but from my office desk anyway. Anyway, we will get out of here. Sounds like Bob Wood was over the moon about Design Start. Yeah. Well, I think back when Bob used to work, before Bob CNC, when he used to work at John Deere, that big company used Space Claim, and that was his engineering software. So in Space Claim, this is the Design Spark Mechanical is like Space Claim Light, kind of like it doesn't have all the bells and whistles and doesn't do all the crazy stuff that Space Claim does, but it's like, for the free version, basically. So anyway, we're going to get out of here. Everybody have an awesome Tuesday. I'm going to finish this video and get it ready to come out tomorrow morning. And so check it out. Like I said, please let me know if you watch it, what you think down in the comments. Let me know if I'm going too slow or too fast, or if something I need to change as far as the way I'm showing it or whatever. But anyway, I'd appreciate it if you do that. And I'm going to get out of here, go get that done, get ready to cut grass this afternoon. Jack's already snoring. Can you hear him? I just start talking about work and makes him tired. Anyway, y'all have a good Tuesday, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Everybody take care.